What's up, Internet? My name's Nerdy.
And I'm Claru.
And this is Frieren, episodes 12 and 13. We have left our 6 months in the cottage, and it is time to continue our journey north. How many years of Fern's life do you think this show is going to be?
I was literally going to ask, like, how old is Fern going to be by the time we get to the final episode?
I think she's going to be, like...
45.
Flame old. Like, she's going to have, like, creases. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that would make sense thematically for her to, like, for us to, like, watch her whole life go by. But that seems like a lot for 28 episodes, and I don't know if I'm prepared for that.
Well, no, I think there's season 2 coming, so I think that'll be the end of season 2.
Oh, no, I meant at the end of, like, this season. But
like 35?
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Let's dive into the episode, because we're excited. If you want that flowing through action, go to patreon.com/nerdynightly. But if you don't, stay here, because you're already here, and the video is about to begin.
Mistress Frieren is looking tired.
A little bit.
My hands are free. I'll just hold her.
Why is this so awkward?
No, I think I'd better do it.
Why's that?
No reason.
Sure. Okay.
What?
He kept telling me I'd only ever be a fake hero because I wielded a fake sword. He was such a pain.
That's the real sword, isn't it?
I figured if I proved him wrong, I'd have the last laugh.
Maybe.
If you're wondering about the brat, he grew up to become a fake priest who stays lost in his cups.
I'm a real priest.
Will we ever have one interaction without them mentioning that he is a corrupt alcoholic priest?
No.
Ever.
No. We won't.
Just a dream.
You're alive.
Wow.
I feel as though I've been here before.
You probably have, girl.
Now that you're awake, do you think you're able to walk?
No.
No.
You smell nice.
Great. Perv.
What?
What did I do?
I don't know. Man, I have no idea.
I thought we'd freeze to death, but the blizzard is settling down.
You would have frozen to death if Fern hadn't carried your ass.
Wow, so there really is a village this deep into the mountains.
Welcome to Canada.
This village used to protect the hero's sword. According to stories, the weapon was hidden in a sanctuary somewhere close by.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
You're talking about Himmel, aren't you? He was able to take the sword?
Exactly. The story's pretty famous. Are you positive?
I love that Heiter was like, I'm not telling her any stories about Himmel. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
I'm a mild-mannered person, but even I'm pissed off you're late. How'd that sound? My grandmother said I should tell you that when you showed up.
I love that this is more of like extermination than it is a fight.
Yeah, pretty much.
She they brought the child.
But also, why is the only person we've seen the child?
Looks like they want inside the cave.
God love when the barbarian isn't scared of fall damage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, Frieren! Why is the...
Oh, shit!
That's the Lord.
He kind of looks like the... Was it Wargreymon, the werewolf from Digimon?
You're up, Stark. I know you're not dead yet.
Even this massive beast, they're like, nah, we can one-shot it, don't worry.
Easy
Well,
peasy.
Promise is kept.
In the end, Himmel lived up to his promise. Even without the fabled sword, he managed to save the world.
Unfortunately, that means the cataclysm is still coming.
It wouldn't do for him to fail inside the cave. There's no place for embarrassing stories in a hero's tale.
I love that.
See you then. And don't be late next time.
In the appetit region.
All right.
But I don't know what kind of gift he would even want.
I wonder who's to blame for that.
I wonder who's to blame for that. There was some very, careful animation of that slip.
Yeah.
A potion that dissolves clothing. According to my master, this is the type of gift men enjoy receiving.
Why is she so...
I remember when you purchased this, because I told you to return the vulgar concoction immediately. I can't believe how crass...
What the fuck?
What a waste. This was expensive.
Wow.
What the fuck?
I'll try to figure out what he'd be interested in myself. With any luck, he won't notice.
I'm not gonna lie, Stark doesn't seem like the kind of guy that would use a potion to get a woman's clothes off.
No. I don't think that Frieren knows anything about men.
No.
We were hanging out with him, but he left a little while ago.
God, Stark's cool as fuck. Huh.
There you are.
That cloud looks like a lady with huge boobs.
He's not wrong.
That one's a big pile of poop. I'll have to tell Fern about these later.
How does he expect me to respond? Mr. Stark.
So he's looking at the clouds.
Take a look at those. On second thought, never mind.
The show's attempts at, sexual humor are wild to me.
Yeah.
Mr. Stark, is there anything you'd like me to purchase for you?
Wait, what?
Today's your birthday, is it not?
Why would you do that?
Just forget about it. You're insufferable.
What?
Not a single gift from my master or my family back when they were still alive. I didn't know that was something that people did.
Damn.
They probably just didn't care enough to bother getting me one.
Jesus, Stark.
Not only is he unharmed, he doesn't have a speck of dirt or a drop of blood on him.
Oh, they're the White Cloaks.
Then, of course, there's your brother, our family's great shame. Despite the intense training he does every day, he's too much of a weakling to stand against a monster.
A literal child.
He's so small.
4 years old.
I'll stay and spar with my brother.
Fine.
Let's go, Stoltz. No, he's older than 4.
6?
My brother was different from the rest of them. But...
Oh, fuck.
maybe I shouldn't be surprised my family never celebrated my birthday. I was the failure.
Interesting that his family all use swords and he uses an axe like the demon that killed his family.
He's never run away from a fight.
But I can't guarantee that I won't one day.
To be fair, dude, you, soloed a red dragon.
Yeah, one-hit KO.
This one is my favorite.
Too expensive. Try again.
Right. Like I said, my master wasn't one to give presents, but he always cooked me a big Hamburg steak on my birthday.
Okay.
Only one problem. You're the only warrior here, Eisen.
Every person who works hard is a warrior.
I'm a warrior.
It's your birthday, right? This can be our little secret.
Aw.
You have to survive.
I love that he's like, I fled. Dude, you had a wooden sword.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
And it was a demon.
And you're 6. He's in the credits, though? I don't think it's out of the question that he's shows
still
up
alive?
again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that also might be why he's in the credits.
It's good.
This might be slightly mean, but
I was able to salvage a little of this.
I won't hesitate to pour that on your head again.
Oh.
I am slightly surprised. Frieren.
What? How so?
Disgusting.
Seriously, what did I say?
I'm slightly surprised Frieren can cook well.
I feel like when you're alive that long, like
Yeah.
you're able to do a couple things at least, you know?
Yeah. No, it's true. Fern thinking people are perverts for things that are just like not perverted is the one element of the show I don't get.
So odd. And maybe it's like Japanese humor that we just don't understand.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, huh?
He's literally like, let me carry her. And I guess it's because it looks like he's like fondling boobs. I think that's the joke. It's just not very strong.
But
it's not set.
They've got to be really big boobs. Like, this is more like fondling boobs than like this.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with the punchline. I have a problem with the setup for the joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's odd.
And also, like, one of the things that was funny was, like, when we were like, what's with this, like, see-through clothes spell? People were like, well, like, Fern doesn't look at it that way. Like, blah, 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 blah. It's not sexual, whatever. But, like, now we're doing it again. This is clearly a kind of humor the mangaka put, or if it's not in the manga, that the animators added.
Yeah.
That, like, they think is funny. And I think that some people might find it funny. I just don't. I think it's, like,
I'm so confused.
I think it's a little underwritten. There is a funny joke there. The show just isn't committing enough to the idea of him being perverted, even in, like, her getting, like, the messaging wrong for it to really work. It just comes out of nowhere every time.
Yeah.
It's because it's like Fern doesn't understand. I guess it's saying that, like, Fern is so sheltered that she doesn't understand Stark at all. And so she thinks he's a pervert based on, like, almost nothing. Yeah. I don't know. It is the one thing about the show that I'm like, this isn't for me. Everything else.
Yeah.
The animation, the storytelling, the story of this episode of, like, Himmel, the story of Himmel pulling the sword out of the stone not being true, fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
I loved that.
Yeah. Do you think Stark is gonna do it or no?
No.
No, yeah. It's one of those interesting things where, like, whatever this story is, this prophecy is, whatever it is, like, maybe the sword literally does not come out of the stone ever. Like, it is meant to be an inspiration for people to either, like, give up. They get dejected and they go home and
or they find that inner strength to keep going.
Yeah, because you got to find that from somewhere.
I think the lesson Stark learns from that conversation and from the like truth being revealed is more valuable than him getting a sword and having to, like, learn how to fight with a sword.
For sure, yeah.
And so, like, because he's an axe boy, it is sort of the funny thing in D&D when you do, like, put an item in the way of your party and they loot it and they find it and then they're like,
but I want to roll a d10 and not a d8.
Does anyone in the party use this? No, I guess we'll sell it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And any long-term, like, you know, eventually you get used to your build or you run out of attunement slots and you're just like, oh, this is a cool thing we found. Mm-hmm. How much cash money can we get for it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do the next episode.
Let's do it.
Let's dive in.
I guess that's what kids do. Dream big, foolish dreams that always fall flat.
Sure.
Wow, what a
wild cold open.
Okay.
Oh, you're an adventurer. Crazy. I haven't been in this show before.
Foolhardy and with energy to spare, he was like a gorilla trapped in the body of a kid.
It's a great metaphor.
And I regret it to this day.
And why exactly are you sharing this with me?
But you see, I fell in a bottomless swamp and it became one. My biggest regret was not taking his hand. So please.
Oh my god.
You're messing with me. What's so confusing it requires that much thought?
Your hand is dirty.
Frieren, what the fuck? This man's dying.
I've met countless adults, but none quite as filthy as you. I must ask you for more time.
Is this a metaphor?
Did you have any luck finding herbs?
Oh, I remember.
Oh, okay, great.
Hey, I'm in no spot to complain. Your friend there saved my life.
Perhaps, but regardless.
But you had to deal with her.
Night off.
Night off.
I did not expect Fern to be the mom.
Yeah.
There are a lot of dangerous, venomous creatures out there in those woods.
Good to know. Hey, something just bit me.
What? You have to be kidding.
We were told to be on the lookout for that sort of danger mere moments.
My nose might be bleeding a little.
Jesus Christ, Stark.
My master taught me that the best way to beat poisons is to just tough them out.
He was a dwarf.
Eisen takes several poison-coated arrows to the back and be fine. It was enough to knock out a dragon. Hyter was a...
That's good.
Poison's the cause of 20% of adventurer deaths. We should hurry.
Damn.
All right, Marcy.
Complete overkill.
I wouldn't fucking risk it, my dude.
God, I wish I could fly.
A few hours from now, his brain will start to melt. At that point, it will flow from his nose. And then he'll die.
There. Consider my debt repaid.
There you go.
So long.
Easy
Well, his
peasy.
brother's shit at religious magic.
Yeah.
You're definitely gonna die. There's nothing we can do.
He would often talk about becoming an adventurer someday. He didn't want to grow up to be an ordinary village priest because he couldn't bear for all...
Are we getting another party member?
Maybe.
I kind of thought it was just gonna be the three of them.
Yeah.
You clearly need a priest, and I'm certain he needs someone to give him that final push.
How much alcohol does he drink?
Yeah.
We need it to be too much.
Yeah. It has to be a lot.
He would make things safer, and our journey's headed deeper into the unknown from here.
Into the unknown.
An aversion to my own kind, I suppose.
Yeah, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I don't care.
He's not an elf. He's not a
Mage.
Where's he going?
Maybe the bar downstairs? I get the feeling Mr. Zine spends a lot of time there.
perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, we found our guy.
Yeah, I don't see the problem.
Tobacco. Gambling.
He's perfect.
He's just what I needed.
Take a load off, Stark. If you can beat me at a hand, I'll join your party.
Are you for real?
Man of the cloth and my word.
Oh, he's gonna be a cheater.
It looks like someone robbed him blind.
No hard feelings. We grown-ups are dirty, and we play dirty too.
What the fuck is
I
happening?
guess you just turned 18.
And frankly, I couldn't like you less, Sign.
Great. Well, in that case...
So I've decided you're going to join us no matter what.
You saved me. So toasty.
Jesus Christ.
Then he gave it all back to me for free.
A nice man. It's your lucky day.
Did they bet their clothes?
Yes.
Poor Stark of all his possessions.
I told you that wasn't me, it was the chief.
Mm-hmm.
Who gamble are the lowest of the low.
God.
A priest once told me that alcohol is the very best medicine.
How dare Hyter poison your young mind?
Jesus Christ.
For whatever reason, the adventurers decided to hang around. Their presence has taken up more than a bit of space.
9 months later, I decided to leave with
Oh
them.
my god.
They've been trying to recruit me every day since their arrival.
Just wave it out of the distance.
Tried my best to make them stop.
Again?
They radiate hope. Too bright for my tired eyes.
What a dramatic little brooder.
All serious priests like to drink.
I'm not sure that I've met a serious priest.
I don't know. This guy seems pretty on the
serious.
level.
Thing is older women.
How fitting of our depraved priest.
Older ladies, huh?
Frieren is over 1,000.
Do you have a minute, Zion?
You're still here.
There's a lot of older women to the north.
Yeah. The demons, bunch of old ladies. It's real hot.
Did you realize I'm an elf? As far as older women go, I'm as old as you can get.
I knew you were an elf.
It's pretty obvious.
She has giant ears.
Like giant ears. Like this big.
The time has come to use the ancient seduction technique taught to me by my master.
Oh no.
What was that?
I blew you a kiss, of course.
That was way too steamy for me.
What's the deal with you two?
This happening.
When I tried the very same maneuver on Himmel, it knocked him out cold.
Himmel! You are a wicked woman.
So stupid.
I can't leave my brother behind.
You're scared of leaving me. Why is that?
He's like, I'm good.
Is that the reason you've made yourself miserable? You must see that you and I are not the same. How long do you intend to regret your choice? For shame.
Let him have it.
There aren't many appropriate times to slap someone.
No, but
That
like,
was a good one.
I get it, yeah.
10 years isn't as long as you think.
Well put.
He's gonna run out of smoke so fast.
So sad. Although he knows how to collect herbs, maybe he can make...
I'll travel with you for now. But hopefully I'll find him soon.
Take that, fish!
I'm impressed.
Yeah, fuck that fish.
Take that! Also, like, if this guy had left, would there be no priest here?
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Well, I'll end up there when we die.
Even you'll end up there, Mr. Zine?
My, what a start. She doesn't beat around the bush, does she?
No.
No.
Wow. What an episode.
What an episode. Can't say it's my favorite.
How'd I do? Am I a wicked woman?
That's so dumb. It's so
Yeah.
stupid.
That was pretty great.
It's like entertaining, but in a way that like I do feel a little bit like I'm laughing at the show and not with the show a little.
I can't tell 100%.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I was laughing.
I was laughing.
I was having a good time.
I don't know that this show, I really like it, and I'm enjoying it. There are times where the characters do feel a little out of character for a joke. Where we tug at their characters a little bit to be funny. To me. They're like that joke didn't really work. The perv stuff in the previous episode didn't really make sense to me.
Yeah.
Maybe it isn't the text of the characters. There's some stuff in the show that just doesn't really make sense to me. There's some like bits of the show that I'm like, I don't get what you're going for at all. And then there's times where it's fucking brilliant. And so it's like, you know, like the balance is fine. I'm not complaining about the show as a whole, but yeah, there are some weird little moments in this thing.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that one. Yeah, that was a whole choice.
That was long. I'm not gonna lie. That episode felt a little bit padded.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
It didn't feel any more padded than any of the other we're spending X amount of time in X village episodes that we've had so far.
I I think that what didn't work for me about the episode, and what could have made it work, is that our characters didn't really do anything to discover why he didn't want to go. They just kept saying, come with us. Yeah. And then at the end he was like, but I don't want to because this reason. And then that reason was immediately resolved by someone who isn't our characters.
Yeah.
And so our characters just kind of beat their heads against the wall for 20 minutes. And then a tertiary character resolved the problem in one sentence, and then it was over. Mm-hmm. And it didn't have anything to do with the actions of our characters throughout the episode. Okay. And so just from a narrative standpoint, it was very...
It definitely did not feel like this episode was about our main characters. At all, yeah.
Sure, but they're the ones who are being active the whole time, and they're just getting the same response over and over and over again. And then at the end of the episode, the brother's like, shut the fuck up, that's dumb. And then it's over. And I think that if some of that effort had been put into... either our characters discovering it or framing the episode from a different perspective, I think it could have worked better for me than this, which just kind of felt like we're gonna get there, but we're just gonna not get there yet.
Yeah.
The other thing I will say is I like the priest being like, you're gonna die. That's one of those moments, right, where he's like, you're gonna die, but my brother might be able to help, and then it's like not even a thing. It's one of those moments where I'm like, why did the priest say that in the first place?
That's like, that feels like this whole show, though.
Yeah.
Like, everything is like pretty easy breezy. Like,
yeah.
Like nothing really challenges our characters yet.
I mean, Stark, other than Stark's taken some wounds.
No.
That little girl did throw a full axe into his stomach.
Okay, yeah, sure. That's kind of the only moment. Like, every time they're helping a village, they're totally fine. Every time Frieren's fighting, she's totally fine. Fern is able to hold her own whenever she needs to. Like, you know, like, they are kind of cruising. So, that feels very in line with the show for me, which I honestly is exactly what I was expecting to happen.
Yeah, I think that sometimes I feel like the relationships should be farther along because of the amount of time they have spent together, but it's all off screen.
Mm-hmm.
But like Fern thinking that Stark is a pervert is odd because they lived in a 1-bedroom cabin for 6 months recently.
So maybe she knows something we don't know,
and maybe that's what it is. But it does seem at times like the way in which our characters' relationships move forward is only what we're seeing on screen.
Yeah.
But the show keeps telling us that they're spending all of this time together.
Yeah.
Like, they've been together for a year at this point. Like, it's not like Stark is new to the party.
Well, and obviously Fern has been here for years.
Yeah. And so I think that, like, sometimes it feels like because of how much time happens off screen that there should be bigger jumps in their relationships to one another. Mm. And that the show almost insinuates that literally nothing happens when they're not on screen. Like, they're not even talking to each other. They're not deepening relationships, even though they were in a 1-room cabin for 6 months.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, the kinds of conversations that you would have in that scenario, because there's nothing else to do, would be you would grow your bonds in a big way. Mm-hmm. And these characters don't feel like they've done that.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes it feels like they never communicate at all.
Well, yes, that is true.
Like, it's only been a few episodes since he joined the show, but it's been a year in world.
Mm-hmm.
They fought demons together. They've bled together. Literally, they've, like, almost died multiple times together. Like, it feels like the bonding that they should have gone through should be a little bit thicker than what they sometimes feel like in the scenes for comedy.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that that's what the tension in the show is for me.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Just a little bit. It's not ruining the show, and I'm greatly enjoying the show.
Yeah.
But there are times when I'm like, you guys have known each other for a year. Like, it's not like you guys have known each other for 3 weeks.
Yeah, but the show has been pretty consistent within itself in that. So, like, I feel like I've kind of gotten used to it.
Yeah.
That is the vibe of the show.
Fair, yeah, I do agree with that.
Right, I think, yeah, I don't think that it is, like, jumping... it is consistent within itself, so I feel like I've noticed it less, but it is definitely how this show handles the passage of time sometimes. Well, all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just interesting. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you don't, hit the dislike button. Leave me in comments down below because the algorithm god is hungry and we must feed her. This episode, that algorithm goddess is Mama Fern.
Yeah.
Because she is the mom.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. If you want to follow us on the internet, you can. I'm at Nerdy Nightly.
I'm at Claris Polaris.
Do something nerdy tonight.
Bye.
Bye.